Hey guys, it's Ilana and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be telling you why I do not like grabbing drinks on the first date. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video. The first reason has to do with alcohol impairing your judgment. I understand some people want to grab alcohol mostly because it's effortless and it helps calm your nerves. Look, I get first dates are super nerve-wracking. I get it. Alcohol is not going to be the answer to your problems when it comes to dating and being nervous. I think it's really annoying when someone thinks that the first date has to be a loosen up situation, because then it makes it seem like the date was like never enjoyable in the first place. Like, do you know what I mean? Alcohol impairs judgment, like I mentioned. Let me get back to that point. With alcohol, depending on your tolerance level, it could make you tipsy after one drink. It can make you drunk after 3 drinks. I know with me, like a glass of wine after 1 glass, and with me being very petite, I get pretty tipsy after 1 glass. It is what it is, guys. Don't judge. I understand that drinking is fun, and here's the thing. I do think grabbing drinks for a first date can be really fun because I do like to drink. It's just that I don't want to get drunk and make bad decisions. It's just for the fact that I am literally grabbing alcohol with a complete stranger. I don't know if you've ever thought of it that way, but if you get drunk with a complete stranger, there are so many scenarios that could happen, and I'm thinking of the negative ones, unfortunately. So I think it's just best to keep your first date sober. I mean, that's just me. Like, I like getting coffee on the first date. And then once I've gotten to know you a little bit more, then we can go get drinks. So let me go on into my next point. Another reason as to why I don't like going on drink dates is just because it's so lame and overdone. And like I mentioned, people say that it's super effortless. And when someone says to me, oh, I want to go grab a drink with you because it's so effortless, it makes it seem like you don't want to put in any effort into what could be something, and that makes me feel somewhat worthless. So I don't really like this approach, just because if this is going to be effortless, then what's the point in meeting up? You know what I'm saying? I don't think a date has to have effort, but when you say that it's effortless, it makes it seem like you really don't care. And that's kind of the stigma that's been put on to grabbing a drink, is that it's effortless. And honestly, I just feel like that makes people feel really bad about themselves. Another reason as to why I don't like grabbing drinks is because normally people go to bars to grab drinks. And let me tell you something, guys. I can't stand going to a bar and having to yell to my date when I am talking because the music is too loud. I think bars, it can really make it harder to have a conversation because of the music, and that there's a lot of background noise, and that it's just overall hard to give my undivided attention to my date. Another thing, here in San Francisco, a lot of the bars here don't have food. They're legitimately bars and that's it. Like, there's no food. And I know my body very well that I need to be eating while I'm consuming an alcoholic beverage, because I am very petite and my alcohol tolerance level isn't where I would like for it to be. I'm almost 28 now. I'm getting old. Like, my body just doesn't handle alcohol like the way it used to. Take me to a place with food at least. That way I can have a light bite or an appetizer to have along with my beer or wine or whatever I am drinking, so I don't get completely trashed on you, because that's never a good look. Another reason as to like why I'm not really into drink dates anymore is I just feel like it really reveals the intentions of some people. So for an example, there was this one guy who asked me, do you want to get a drink? And I said, hey, could we actually get coffee instead? I really prefer just not to drink on the first date. It's just my personal preference, really hoping he would be understanding, and he never got back to me. And of course, you know, I could give him excuses and be like, oh, he was too busy, Ilana, blah, 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 or maybe he just forgot about you. No, he probably didn't like the fact that I didn't want to go and grab alcohol, or that he was looking for something casual. And I have noticed that there have been a lot of guys who want to get sexually intimate with you right away after the first date. And I am making another video later on this month about having sex on the first date, so stick around for that later this month. But as far as intentions go, this has just literally just been my experience. Everything that I'm saying is literally just based on my experience. Take it for what you will. So I have had so many guys who have gotten drunk on the date, which is another reason as to why I don't like it, and they immediately want to like make a move on me, and I'm just like, whoa there, dude, stop. I'm not trying to hook up with you, especially when I'm sober, you're drunk. Not okay. It can't happen. I think it really does reveal a lot about a person's intentions, and I am just not about it. And so if I try to change the date to coffee and they get upset by that, or they're not understanding about it, then, you know, it's kind of a big red flag, especially with me now that I can't drink on dates because I'm still on contest prep and I have 5 more weeks left to go. I have to get coffee as a first date, or I can do a hike. But drinking alcohol right now is just not an option for me at the moment. And if a guy can't be understanding about that, bye. Why does the first date have to be grabbing a drink? It doesn't need to be an alcoholic beverage. It can be coffee. I think coffee is a great solution for people who don't drink, or people who aren't trying to get trashed right away, people who aren't trying to hook up on the first date. If that's what you want to do, that's okay. I'm not completely like anti-drink date. I want to make myself clear on that. I really do like getting drinks on dates. I just like to wait a little bit longer until I've gotten to know the person. That's just my personal preference, because again, I love alcohol. I love going out. I love being social. I think there's so many other dates that you can do on the first date, like going on a hike, going on a picnic, or another good option that I am willing to compromise with is that we do some sort of fun activity first and then we can grab a drink afterwards. That way, it just feels a little bit more like a date. To me, just grabbing drinks, even just grabbing coffee, doesn't really feel like a date. Like, I literally want my first date to feel like a date. Some people like the first date or the grabbing the drinks date as a way to get to know that person and see if it's a good fit. So when I'm just going ahead and just grabbing an alcoholic beverage with someone, to me that doesn't feel like a date. I don't know, guys, what are your thoughts on this whole situation? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'd love to have a conversation with you guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you want more videos on my single dating experiences and my bikini competition videos, and join the Kitten Squad. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.